Yeah, yeah. Guess what? That's mine. I found it. How many things is Mark fucking stolen? Huh? Mark, me got along just fine. Ashley wanted me punched out the one day, 3, 4 guys. She said, hey, go ahead. And Mark kicked my car. Ashley's brainwashed with us, man. She's been under patch commander, public gang commander for so long. She doesn't know the fucking difference. She's simply, well, she's awesome, but she doesn't want me around, so she hasn't called yet. And you're not getting your fucking bike back. It's mine. It's mafia fucking territory. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, you slut? Well, who are you sleeping with now? Is it Mason or is it Marker when he's out of jail? She's cam washed. She's cam washed out of Edmonton. And he's a pimpin', strong fucking. He owns the fucking key to your house. The password to get into the house is up to Shane. Or no, not Shane. Shane Mack was a good man. Actually, a good man. Either Steve owns the lock or Cam owns the lock. They're human traffickers. You're essentially human trafficked, Ashley. You're not getting that fucking bike back. The fuck are you gonna do about it? Nothing. It's not an issue for anybody else. Some fucking junkie lost a bike. This is one I knew. And, oh, he's not a junkie then. It couldn't be. It's not. It's not who I thought it was. And if it is, it's a present. Or it's a trade ski. And, well, it's not who I thought it was. So there's all these bunch of these guys in town now that ride masks at night for facial recognition. They don't come out till the early morning. And one of them licked me off once. And I'm not a violent guy anymore, but they want to come around town and be tough with guns. They want to back up everybody else but me. Because the Hells Angels know they can't control me. They know that. But in the day, they're getting fucking roughhoused. And boo-hoo. Boo fucking hoo-hoo. And boo-hoo. And actually, you got to pass. And me and somebody are just getting fed up with you. You're worried about a fucking bike. It's not even yours. And that's not the same one. So, you've been tricked. And somebody called it in and said it was somebody's. It's not hers. And you used her name. And you wanted me beat up the one day. For what? We used to get along when you weren't brainwashed by Cam. She's Cam washed. Didn't he the one put a gun in your face? Isn't that what happened? She just wants to keep farming young women. She's into that too? You got in the way of the fucking devil over there? What the fuck is wrong with her? She's moved. She hasn't called me, give me her new number. She was there. It was Halloween, and she's watching this. They're watching this. And maybe she is, maybe she isn't. She didn't call me nothing. She's supposed to be like a sister. She's worse than the last one, because that one was actually, well, not worse than that one, but she didn't give a fuck. She listened to her. She's going their way. And hello, it's real. I'm mafia. And Valik's a fucking clown. And he's going to be put in the ground for it, it looks like. And wouldn't we just love it if we got our way there? And not everybody wants it, because not everybody wants it. But, simply put, Ashley, snap out of it. You were Garrett Getz's sister-in-law. And you don't respect him anymore, because you're going whose way? He punked Garrett on range. Punked him. And, well, that happens. We punked him. You didn't know that. And he's not taking over cameras. Pat Haynes' brainwash isn't taking. Pat Haynes is under a telekinetic hostage situation. And that means, because I haven't disrespected Jamie. I haven't. And he's not moving up to BC. He's got problems in fucking Montreal to deal with. And these guys are probably wondering why he isn't out there. Why isn't he in Quebec dealing with his own fucking issues? Why did he leave behind a Montreal or French-speaking woman that probably loves him and wants him back? I'm just taking a guess. Because as far as I know, we were in good terms. And he just wants something that Pat wants. This is his chain of command. Pat ordered him from Kelowna. And Pat simply has an international, he is a national. He's a nationalist. And, no, he's a national power. He's not international power. Because his great uncle ordered him to. We put the patch on back there. And they can move the guys around anyways. That's why international criminals like Pat Haynes, they don't have borders. And he hasn't left Kelowna in fucking 50 years. Going on 50. Oh, after he was in the mobile the motorhome that was on 19th Sherbrooke, he was there since the 60s. Because somebody put it on that property. And it's not a good thing. There's nothing good about it. It's a fucking place of fucking not good. Because the man who came from there, that owned that house at one time, who had the clubhouse 2 blocks away, is a man who challenged Ralph Barger for power. And Ralph Barger was a powerful man, and he's trying to take it all. And he's not cutting me out of my fucking dope line in town. You guys don't remember me from '05 to 2010. I did things that I ain't exactly proud of, and I got a message across to Pat Haynes and his buddies. They remember, even buddy in California remembers. And Jamie knows. He's sleeping. Leave him out of it, Pat. Fuck. He remembers those days, and now he's come out here basically to fucking turn on a fucking buddy that we've never met. And just because he wears the death head doesn't mean he has to listen to fucking Pat Haynes. Pat Haynes is a fucking idiot, man. That guy's been getting people killed off. They want me and Jamie to fight their war. And it's not going to happen. They can fucking start knocking each other off to be fucking men or be called fucking idiots by me over and over and over and over again. Eventually you're going to turn into idiots. Because there's guys from America that are taking things pretty seriously, and they're gonna start moving on you guys, taking your territories and your traditional biker turf, because they have moved on me, and everybody knows where I live. So, I mean, if we read them and weep, you guys are being taxed for your fucking acts, and it's not Jamie to blame, and he's done nothing wrong. And fuck, is he just the ignorant fucking Pat Haynes? He gets so fucking ignorant. He's just ignorant. And he's been brainwashed by a man that believes in brainwash and doesn't have the right to brainwash. He never really did. And it worked at one point. Doesn't work anymore. And he's trying new tactics with people, and he's using. Well, it's like when I got over to the 2255, and for some reason, and the cats wouldn't drink the water after, because there's something coming out of that tap. But I just didn't want to drink the water because it went through the street below. I don't know, but I had to feed them. I had Cleo, and this isn't a rap play, Ashley. This is gonna be on forever because I'm not ratting anybody out. I'm telling what for remember when. And you used to be a somebody, but you're just messed out of your fucking head. You don't even get high on the stuff anymore. You just changed right in the cam, and that's not good, Ashley. That's not good. Me and somebody in Calgary are not happy with that. That's not good. We're not giving up on you, but she's cut me out of her life, and it's Halloween, not even a hello, and fuck, my phone's on a hack there, sweetheart. She said, "Was it because I won't screw you?" Like, Jesus Christ, I know your father. He knows sanity from fucking me just being busy. He's probably found this by now, and maybe she's not watching. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not watching Best Banner. Maybe she hasn't found it yet. Well, not everyone's found it, so I guess I could try her number again, but my one phone is missing. Because they somehow figured out a way to steal it, unless it's in the car stuff. And I gotta keep moving around because I sit too much. I'm not worried about my knee now. Because see, grown men don't have to fight. So it's just poison in that fucking garbage side they sold me, and I haven't been smoking it. Probably unless it's a spider bite. Which it could be a spider bite because I still got. Could be a brown recluse in there that keeps biting my ass. Could be telling me to fucking get out more and have fun and enjoy life. So I'm sitting here talking to a bunch of fucking retards that won't pay the fucking bill. They're a bunch of fucking crooked, fucking ignorant fucking white men. And they've gone evil. You guys are gonna get something from the Vatican you ain't gonna like. And money needs to be fucking locked away for simple just being you. Being you guys. Bunch of evil fucking white men from Canada that believe that this is they're the only ones watching this. And there's a reason for it. Because you guys are stupid. And other people are not. Fuck. Ignorant fucks. They have 2 sales. And nobody's allowed to call because if he says so, he's going to pretend he's sleeping. He's not fucking sleeping. He doesn't fucking get it. It's not even about that fucking phone. It's missing. How the fuck did they steal it? Someone snuck in here. Is it in the car? I didn't fucking put it anyways, but here in the car. So my flashlights are probably in the car. And they were stealing flashlights from me and pocket knives. So that telling me something coming there, Chris? Is you can't fucking do it. There's a reason for that. Don't fucking forget it. And these fucking Hells Angels, man. They're born and bred in Oakland. You know, Hells Angels, it's their problem to fix. And they simply just want to go Valdic's way. Because the slave traders have all the fear. And, well, maybe they don't. Because, well, they don't want to be called slave traders because that's going to get a halo drop in a fucking, in a Splinter Cell. And they're, yeah. And I mean, I'm a lobbyist now and a secret one, so, and they should get the generals excited, but they got me first because I was on an aircraft carrier and the Soviet vessel. Well, that's probably not mine, but probably parked somewhere offshore and probably in a garage. So I don't know whose it is, but it's not the fucking Soviets anymore. And I can't do the Mobbrito without. I can't do the Mobbrito. They fucked me again because they killed me. They've killed my income and they want me to be completely broken. Fucking, they want me dead. So they think this isn't going public to the world. And are they fucking stupid? They really are. And Chris, your job's basically gone. If you make one fall move, you're supposed to be fighting for me there, pal, and not just laying around doing nothing. And simply, you got a day's work of, and you're watching this. Chris from Costco. You seen something on Stock Talk there? That's preeminent fucking doom for you. So you've been caught doing something, pal. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. You want to start fighting for me, or you want to start not having a pension and living off your fucking dope money, or whatever play you guys got? Because I know a greasy fucking biker when I see one. And I don't like any fucking guys in cameras. So, he's brainwashed Smiley. Good for you. And we're grown men. And that doesn't happen. So, that happens in jail, Smiley. So, you know what I'm lobbying for. And, and these guys are fucked. They fucking framed up the wrong guy. I tried to. And I haven't even tried to frame any of them up yet. And, well. And I can't just snort coke because I sold it all. So, and it's cocaine. And that was a quick turnover. But now, this one will be easy to get. Now the next one though, they're gonna make him wait 2-3 days so I can run out of spending money. Because they're fucking idiots and they're brainwashed. I've literally fucking possessed them against me. And they're so fucking jealous they can't do nothing about it. They can't get the rights to kill me, and they don't get the rights for me. And they think I'm human trafficked. They're fucking retarded. Because I'm not human trafficked. Anybody see anybody chaining me up and throwing me in a fucking dungeon? They're fucking filthy, man. The Hells Angels are filthy. They're all fucking slave traders. And Rob Barger would have known it. It's the reason why he would have left me one thing. Hells Angels Motorcycle Corporation. Because George Christie's the only recreational biker. And the rest of them better make it known that they're not fucking slave trading. Because when Splinter Cell men fall from Halo drops, they're not going to miss. And they won't hurt the women. They're professionals. And if it happens, well, I'm lobbying for it. I never beat that game, Splinter Cell. It was a good game. And depends on what mode you played it on. I learned a lesson there. Don't fuck with those kind of guys. And well, I have Fent inside, but they don't let me sell Fent anymore, which tells me they're enjoying their fucking brainwashed army that they turn out girls with, and then they and oh, is that what it is, Ashley? That one young lady that I met through your dope house. You won't have me around him anymore, but you like controlling her through telekinetics, eh? Ashley's gone, by the way, a fucking brainwash. She's simply in the game for life. Cam has her hostage without even knowing it, and she does. She's out. She's not with it. She's been smoking meth for too long, but that's her own little world. So she has her crew, and they like me, and they don't mind me around. But she doesn't call me to tell me where she moved to, because she did a midnight move and she's to change her number. And there's a reason for that, actually. I'm not gonna screw you. Is that what it is? Because we're supposed to be like brother and sister, and she's not watching, or she is. I can't tell. I don't know. I can't tell if she's watching or not. I guess I really hasn't found this yet. I'm pissed off at her because she changed her number and she didn't give it to me. And well, I guess I go down to the library, and I think they're hacked down there too. But they shouldn't be. IT's pretty good, but that's why an IT guys is it. Thinks he's a biker. He's under the fucking gun barrel. He's under not the gun barrel, under the illusion that Because I wear a coat like this, I'm a biker. I'm not a fucking biker for $100 fucking million a day. I'm not a biker. And, I mean that. It was shameful, most shameful thing a white man ever did, probably. Ralph Archer did it for his own reasons, and it was to save the world from fucking tyranny, I think. So you guys should stop fucking acting like tyrants. Fuck, I'll be a tyrant to you guys, and that's it. If you want to call me there, House Angels, you got to deal with me for life. If you're in there, I think I know of a guy that could lead him. I seen him in a picture in a TikTok. He's a smart young man, and he's probably a little older than me. He's a guy that could lead him, but they don't listen to anybody that's younger than them. The baby boomers are fucking they've gone way of Tony. Tony's their fearless leader. He just got up for the day. And who gives a fuck? Go back to sleep. Because it doesn't make me evil when I do this shit. Makes you guys evil. You guys have been fooled. I'm on a Abilify. And I just got bit by a spider. Whatever's in here, is there, I hit it with the heat and it goes away. And the spider got me twice. I can't do nothing with the spider bite. Well, I mean, once Monty Hills gets built, somebody's got to. Well, she's not gonna drive herself, but she drove up here and asked to buy a place. Well, they might say, well, did you ask Cody first? Because nobody's subdividing up there yet, and the bank car got in, but the field up front, that's a nice spread for, well, it's a hayfield. And I used to ride up there, but I rode for fun. I sold it for $2,500, less than Al even paid for it. Or did he pay about that? Because I just insult him. Because he doubled his money twice on that bike, and insults me and my dad. He took a cut by a paycheck. Maybe Andy's not taking a cut anymore. He was. And he's the Italian of the deal, but I know he did. Whatever. He's out then. That's good. So Tony and Andy want 100 each. I mean, Tony and I want 100 each. That's too much. You guys made enough in 21 fucking years, and I don't need to show you two respect. You're a bunch of fucking retired nobodies in the dope business. If I didn't mention you guys, you'd never be known. It's probably, you guys are con men on me. So I'm conning you guys into maybe getting out of jail. Because one of you got more fucking heat than he knows what to do with, and the Russians are probably circling it. Al. They'll do him for free for his own reasons. And nothing I've done there. Nobody puts money out on the Hells Angels. And I'm allowed to talk about Ralph Barger online because the lawyers haven't shit canned me. So what's that tell you? He must have left me in his will. And I didn't want any of that money and assets. Zarian is to get everything. And if he left me anything, it's one thing. Let her know he's in heaven. And he is. And she would get all the assets and all the money from all the books and all that. I just get the rights to talk about him because I would tell this story square. Because he wouldn't have guessed it, but they killed Grandpa Wayne Astle. And that's a fucking travesty to him, would have been to him. And if he was around and somebody planned it down there, and it wasn't him that planned it. It was Smiley and Devin Grant, and Bryan. We know. I smoke my weed pipe like this. Don't worry, I'm not turning into a fall down biker. And there's not a lot of them that are. Because when they get in there, they get the money, or they get the hanger on status, and they get the prospect, and then they. But I skipped all that and didn't get in there at all. I got my own mafia, and you guys are just trying to make it ridiculous. And you guys are trying to manage. You're not supposed to manage a mafia. And does somebody need to get on the phone? Because he's not gonna. He's not calling out here to a bunch of fucking slave trade and fucking child prostitution fucking experts. That's what you guys are all looking like. I got the respect out there. And a couple men from the States made big money. Well, they don't like me much because I'm talking about their action. And, well, the men have come before them and have passed. And different places are ran different ways. And the internet hit big. I stayed out of that money. And all the rest of them in the province, they went into the Hells Angels. And they don't own the turf. Because is it pink or is it drug turf? Well, they don't own any of it. Because nobody owns turf completely. It doesn't happen ever. And the men in New York, they don't sell drugs. They never did. It's one thing. Carlo Gambino, or the men before him even, but Carlo Gambino made sure they stayed out of it, and they did. And a couple of guys got into the heroin trade there, and well, I don't think they're here with us. And the ones that made it through there, they never sold any dope. And the money that ever got kicked back, it goes to where it goes to, and it gets to where it needs to go, and it's the best they can do because the world's doing drugs, and well, they do their best, and they're not perfect, but they got strict rules. And Crooked Pope out here, he don't sell dope, and but I cut my teeth doing it, and I do sell dope still. So I need to put 1 plus 2 together for these men, or they need to get ready for a hunt and fish club. Well, I just need the money to do it, and I'll just put a sign on the door from the stairs, going up the stairs. Because you'd be upstairs and it'd be a heavily insulated roof, and I get to do the yelling for different things. And they won't want that. That's what they've been running from the whole time. Strict. Of course, G remembers that. But I never gave anybody else any orders. I never gave him a one order. I simply yelled at him to be better. Because he just was not, he didn't get it. He just couldn't get along with any customers. I was just always dealing with things with him. And he got popped. And I got away from him. Because, well, I did. And simply put, I didn't even load him after that. And I didn't. He lives in the house twice. And I didn't load him. Ever. So, I have my suspicions about him. And see if he just doesn't want to take him to take him into the interrogation because he probably would make it through. There's only one way to find out. And but they're old school in here. And Pat figures I'm gonna die first to be doing the clink. Pat figures he knows something about undercovers, doesn't he? Pat should keep his fucking mind out of it. And Pat should remember that. Because maybe some men that know him well don't want to tell him that because Pat Haynes, don't fucking worry about undercover cops. You fuck. I see what you're trying to do. Pat. Not working. You're smarter men in policing than you'll ever fucking be. So it's the thing about Hayden, the Hayden name. It's a nice Irish sounding name. And it's a little bit of a change. Because it's, Rizzuto is very Italian sounding name. Vito was very Italian. I got just a 5 or 10% Italian. I mean, well, Grandma Denise was probably about 10% Italian. Going all the way back to the old country. And what do you know? Her relative, as well as, was from her. It was not from, no. Well, she had a different kind of Italian in her. She had Italian in her, but it was from Grandpa Jean-Marc. If I said that right, I can't speak French worth a shit. Mr. Hopkins would know the difference. I think he's still with us. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get any information from anybody. Nobody's allowed to talk to me. And well, the books don't need to open up because I'm the only one in there. And then nobody's getting made. And they all went to the Hells Angels because they are scared of me. There's no reason to be scared of me. I'm just too strict. I do things by the book. And I talk about the hard things. And I know that I can start reading the news. Lord knows you don't want me to do in crime scene fucking, figuring out who shot people. I don't do that. I gotta pinch myself. I get to, well, I can't quite see on this advanced camera. So, is Crystalline gonna rat me out to Nikki? Or is Nikki gonna rat me out to Crystalline? Because Crystalline's an authority, is she? She's not an authority on any fucking thing. That's him in California trying to make her an authority. She's a fucking nobody to me. She's nothing. She shouldn't even exist. Me and Brett hated her. She's a weirdo. She's a weirdo then. She was abused by her father. And her father isn't gay. So don't be looking for dad to help you. So that's my dad, not yours. Go find a fucking stepdad and leave the fucking planet alone there. Fucking weirdo. She's a fucking weird one, man. Tyler and Matthew, if he's ready to move up here, then call Grandma. You could. I just can't talk business around you. He's probably up content creating on his own. And he might know how to think about 2 TVs. And he probably has his own room. Thank Christ. Put a lock on the door. Jesus. I didn't make his graduation, the only thing I didn't do for him. And I basically, kidding. And the funny thing about methamphetamines is when you smoke them and you're not a Hell's Angel, well, you're not in hell. And your Hell's Angels, there's not one fucking angel in there except George Christie. The only angel I know of. And the rest of them aren't recreational bikers and they're in hell. So get to work, gentlemen. Because Ralph Barger wanted me to say something. It was probably just that. And I read Hell's Angels at War when I was 13. He would have got wind of that too. Probably Grandpa Wayne seen it on the table. And he would have mentioned that to his 80 plus group of friends. And they would have only kept that to themselves. And they would have had their suspicions about me and who I knew. Well, the question is that who doesn't know me now? And the only thing I'm talking about is why aren't the Hells Angels shackled or thrown in the goddamn drunk tank? Well, hey, Uncle Rick got pulled over, lost his license. Good for him. Is he a patch member? Or is he a Hells Angel? Or is he just his father to two or three numbskulls? Because I know Rich is alright. Rich is a massage therapist, and he's a good man. He sold my mother a Zodiac. And the thought of me and my mom going across Monty Lake on a Zodiac, this would have the certain special forces men's nervous. this would be quite the sign because Scary Sherry, she don't mess around and she's a great mother. And I'll go down there eventually and try and get my old job back, but I got a knee injury right now. And I know there's a detailed kind of step-by-step process here, but Clifford's lost the fear battle because he's scared of me going over there and smashing him out. And fear is the power. I said that once to somebody. He probably doesn't know about this podcast because I don't have his number. It's on my iCloud account. I can't call him. And Jamie Edison, I can't call you, so I don't have your number. You don't know where I live. I don't know where you live. And they're keeping us apart because we're supposed to enjoy this together, and we are enjoying this together. So don't worry about that. I'll get my fucking iCloud, my iPhone back, but I can't afford to buy one because, well, I haven't tried Rogers. Maybe they'll give me one without money down, but I don't have the 300 to get one because my credit's bad. So not much I can do. And they're keeping me on a bare minimum because they know they don't want. It's my fucking contact list, you fucking goofy bikers. And Tony, Andy, and Al, you're still goofy fucking bikers. And Andy's still a biker. And he is. There's no fucking way he isn't. He's the good one. And I don't like him much, though. After fucking, in 2010, he tells me to fucking go sell weed. So I did. I sold weed for 13 fucking years. I couldn't make any money. Because every time I started accumulating, they made sure to poison me. Where the fuck was he there? Oh, he missed it? He doesn't want to stand up for me. He doesn't want to be talked about. He doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to be a fucking guy that just gets left out of it. Because you were in it there for 21 years secretly. You don't want my dad finding out. He'd be disgusted with you. Would never speak to you again if he knew really what you guys were up to. And you're close. You actually kept in touch, but I was just a guy that keeps in touch and find information out about me. And you're just a guy getting information and feeding it to everybody else because you knew telekinetics. Or you didn't. You did things old school. And there's a crusade of love I went on. And that rings a bell with somebody. And I'm not asking for his backing because it's already through. I'm mafia now. And I am. And somebody caught that and knows already. And they've done their research and it's through. And this Hunt and Fish Club, well, it's not going to include any of the fucking. I don't even smoke this shit properly, so it doesn't get me high. But it's just a trick. I got lots of tricks. I don't have any. I was a trick once, and I was a John. I was never a John Doe. And prostitutes should know the difference between being a hoe, a housewife, a whore, a call girl, and a wife to be. And I offered one time, and she said no. So, and I was serious. I thought she would have a pending doom near her, but no reflex with her. She grew up with me in her life, and there's lots of girls over 21 that need a pimp, and they'd all migrate here to pimp help them be managed, and they would, and but simply put, there's an elephant in the room there called the Hells Angels. You know, the Hells Angels, they wouldn't give a shit. because they know what's good for publicity and what isn't, and they're simply ready. They're probably ready to ride out here themselves, and they should. They should ride out here and just show it for some of these pussy guys. And Tony, that would be real nice for Tony to see his own man, and that makes him scared because he's scared to quit like Hells Angels. Well, no kidding, they kind of won the biker war. And Jesus, Hells Angels, they kind of won it. You BC guys did maybe stayed out of it for a reason. Or is that a little bit suspicious that those two that died looked kind of like me and my dad? Or is that just an act of God? Ron have something in mind, or what's he gonna say? Is he frame up his brother? Is I don't know. Seems suspicious to me. Ron's on kill mode right now. Seems to think his career is on ice. Who the fuck you think the powerful one in the province is, Ron? You got the money and assets, and you didn't have a. He wanted me on record for when I broke into his room, and it's Kelly that straightened me out. And simply put, I can't do the operator by car anymore. There's a reason for that. They want to get me in transit, and I can't afford prepays. And someone that tells us is gonna have to figure out who that man from Ontario is to reroute my phone call when it goes through. Because they're a little bit too powerful out here, and don't worry. Uncle Sam Spam Cam Spam I am. He's not watching. No way. Why would he be? He's not at war right now. He offers, he knows where the theater is, and I think that's where I go to see Salt. I did see Salt there for myself. It was a great movie. A theater for some is a theater for others. A theater for others is a theater for none. A theater for some is a theater for some. And nobody knows nothing about me. I'm simply a secret of the nation state. I'm just kidding. I could be thrown into December too. And, I could talk to myself. I was doing this summer to get ready for this content creation. I'm simply cleaning off weed now. See, when you don't see it, you don't know what to do. The weed now. My name hurts. Poison. We're gonna swear after it. It's not, I swear, eh? Oh, it smells sweet. Beef is so sweet. It smells sweet. And, I know there's somebody that can go to him. And I know the Chris She probably had interest in him. And he's actually never the only one that trying to figure it out. Shouldn't have said that. Chris She's not welcome there. Because I go someplace doesn't mean you're welcome there. Look what happened when those guys showed up. They ain't gonna pay for the fucking door, are they, Iffy? You motherfucker. I was there for 10, 15 minutes just to try and get to know a girl. That's how polluted this Iffy is. He's Tijuana cartel. He is all together. And they drive white trucks. His Bryan that he's the mega cab driver. And different cartels in different places. And East Side, Vancouver, he's got his own thing. I suggest everybody go to him. I do. I'm serious. And he's got his own thing. Well, he's got a different connection. And he does. And, well, they're not all gonna because they all fear Iffy, but he's never done me any wrong. And what my brother did is what I did. He understands that. I know he does. Because he probably doesn't like his brother much. Maybe he doesn't. Not enough to, or maybe he's insulated, he can't get killed. But I don't know. Because it's not a father and son competition. It's not a brother versus brother competition. It's just who likes who and who doesn't. And Valdick and his partner there would probably be Eastside's brother. And he's pissed off still. And somewhere's still alive. And he's probably been after him too. But he stays screwed up. And they've been picking on me. But that's okay. I'm picking on him back. My leg hurts a little bit, but it's got to be spread away. Or it's easier. Smiley doesn't want to tell his mother. Shouldn't not your mother, Smiley. You'd lose her fucking friend. Or as a supporter. No, he wouldn't lose that, but shouldn't like your mother, Smiley. She's found it. They're not old birds yet, not yet. But an old bird to me is 80 plus. And it's just more, and then that's a 90 plus. And they're still young ladies that hurt. They found it. You know, Miss Beth Banner. And Miss Elizabeth. And Miss Elizabeth. But there is a Queen elect. And I'm sure she's a proud, proud queen. And we all miss Queen Elizabeth. We all miss her. So, but I can understand the woes of the British Columbian males that aren't in with me. I want my morale, but they don't want to pay me any money, and well, they don't want me to make any sales, but they don't want to be like me, but they want me to live, and they don't want to be like my cousin there, because he's a standalone fucking no good that slept with my wife. And, well, she didn't know it at the time, but I actually loved her, and that's okay, because we just didn't work out. And I was loyal to her. I was happy just playing poker, and I was trying to get a poker going good so we could sit on the beach and I could just play poker for a living. But that's okay. Accidents happen. And she really wanted out of it too, but it was Preston trying to trick her out of it. And then there's Valdic who wanted to fail, and Auntie Ellie was there for both of us, and she still is. And she don't like Valdic right now, and he better fucking watch out, Valdic. When you come up there and start banging on door, or you need to call the cops, you couldn't fucking possibly call the cops for anything. There's a reason why you don't hear your voice on file. And well, they got to record him. It's like a telemarketer. Can't speak fucking English barely anyway. You better be careful about it. You turn into an abusive husband. You're living with fucking real trouble. Because everybody likes Auntie Ellie, and nobody's really liking you right now. And don't make your fucking old allies become your enemies there, pal. I can sense it. I knew him for 10 years. I used to be the guy that showed up there at 5 in the morning just to grab a couple pounds. Because there's nothing better to do. Fucking, I had a little dope plan. They wouldn't let me be a pack guy without patch licking right into a hangaround status. And I never was a hangaround. Never. I wouldn't hang around for $1 million fucking dollars a day. I mean that. Just because I'm wearing a leather coat. I bought it with my own money. And even if you're a drug dealer, when it goes in your pocket, it's yours. Tell her it gets put in whoever's pocket. Just because you cuff something doesn't mean it isn't yours. There is a difference. And that's the fucking truth. Because there's a couple Bacons and another one in California. One of them's not like that. He understands the logic there. And he might be up all night, but he's not used to it. But he's used to being up all night. But it goes above. It's not an organized crime thing what they're trying to do in BC. And they're trying to now get it back to just organized crime, and they're trying to at my cost. But they don't get it. And one man's not possessed by him. Because he's been fighting against them quietly without saying much. And they want to make the Red Scorpions a motorcycle club, and it's not fucking happening. Because they represent Canada. And Canada's got 3 strong gangs, and they do their thing. And one of them's called, well, the order I would have heard him in as a young man was Independent Soldiers. And probably I heard about him. I sat down with somebody from the UN, but the RS were making noise at the time in the city, but they weren't anywhere else. They weren't even in Kamloops yet. And I got seniority on them in Kamloops, I do. I've been at it longer in Kamloops, I do. And that's true. And can't argue with that. They were in the city. I heard rumblings with Brad Fugere. And Series 6 happened, and that's none of my business. And somebody moved out east after that. And there's a reason why. And just I was hustling before they were in Kamloops. There's no doubt about that. UN would have been here. Because I sat down with somebody from there, and we actually spoke. And Matt Hickson was there, but he's not with them anymore. And he's with RS now. And he's more or less the reason Cato was killed. So, and he just gets away with any fucking thing. And I haven't even done anything even partially like that. The only reason he called me and I had any beef with him is he forced Gordy Bratton to call me. And he's a guy that's a neo-Nazi probably. He might not have got it from Valdic, but he's a guy like starting gang beef because he's from the city. And that guy's just like starting beef down there and not handling it himself. There was a time where he tried running me out of town. He did, but he never told anybody about it. And he kept that to himself. And that was before Cato happened. I didn't have no one to voice it to. Who am I going to voice it to? Valdic? Valdic just tries to get me killed. Or I told him about Montana being kind of half kidnapped. She went on the car because Lewis yelled at her or something. Well, he was mad at her. He never laid his hands on her. And I heard he just yelled at her and he was mad at her for his own reasons. And, well, she's a fucking crafty woman, and she's too crafty because she's not in her as well. She's not near it. She wouldn't let a First Nations in there, Montana. So they're lying to you. She should be in there. But they're lying. Don't listen to Chrissy Hayden in your mind. Nobody's to listen to her. She's a fucking devious skank. And she's only around so I go crazy. She does no say here on this property. None. Like, I mean less than none. She was here once after the divorce, and I told her to get the fuck off this property. And my dad and mom let it slide because they knew I was going through a divorce. And she doesn't come here when I'm here. And she's not a fucking friend or family to me. And she's simply they're trying to do something called home invasion telekinetic calming. And they're trying to do this across the fucking land. And people are realizing what they're doing. And you cannot listen to them. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just a distraction. Because what the Hells Angels are trying to do after basically their poisoning pot is out of me because it's not working. And put me in jail for nothing. Plot didn't work because the Hells Angels they're not empowering cameras. And the police, 3 times in one day, they wellness checked me. I was fine. And big deal. I was maybe high, but I stopped being high that day because I had a suspicion that the neighbors there in a sixplex or fourplex, they were fucking completely armed against me. And that was Pat Haynes they use invasive telekinetics, and they're like a bunch of old sorcerers. And they sit there and think about somebody, and they have people doing this. And that's what they're doing. They can't, it doesn't work on me at all. They want to pretend it works on me, but it doesn't. Because they get no credit for this, the Hells Angels. None. Like, I mean none, less than any. I've been the only one fighting them. There's been others fighting them, but they're not fighting them directly because they're too powerful in this country. And we're knocking them down the sides every day. And they better fucking know that when one gets shot in White Rock, that was a warning sign. You guys don't, I don't know which one is first, but you guys don't get to hit back in Staten Island. That's a fucking no-no. And you guys are getting squared up on big time because that came from Vancouver. And regardless of where it came from in Vancouver, it came from Vancouver. And they don't square up to fucking New York. That's fucking insanity. You guys are doing things that are just insane because you're all riled up on my intellect. And you guys are fucking stupid if you think I go against anybody in New York. Because, well, maybe there's one guy that made a move and out there and they don't know who yet. And maybe he made it through. And the idea came from New York. Because I know it wasn't the East Side chapter president. He's not fucking stupid. And he's not. And he's a smart man. And he wouldn't do something like that. And it's just insanity. And I got my sources. And well, I got my sources. So something happened to Staten Island. I can't remember which happened first. Was it in White Rock? Or Staten Island? They would check that. And somebody from California has no fucking say in this. Because he thinks he's telling me something. He's not telling me anything through his mind. He's losing his fucking mind. That guy's an idiot on feet. Does he know everybody's watching back east, or is he just stupid? He just wants to be left out. You should be left out. You should be fucking dead, pal. Jesse played that song for me once after The Great Pillar. He played You Should Be Dead. Now Jesse's on his payroll. He's the only one that made a fucking collage of the Hells Angels. And then I had that rise and decline of five families then. Fucking, good. A friend from Montreal got it for me. And Pete, Precious Pete. And I met him through somebody, and I did, but and who I met him through was like a mentor to me, and I don't take that back. And we didn't know each other for long, but I taught him silence, and he liked talking to me because he was teaching me along the way. And that's just back in the day. And somebody was in jail then, and well, there's no reason, and he's not, and he's got some insane encounters, but it's not him fighting me for Jamie. Jamie's not fucking weaponized against me. It's these fucking ignorant fighters who would work with me. They better get in the fucking line, man. Because all they're gonna get is a phone call with me, man. They don't get to sit down. And the gangs are the gangs. And me and Jamie Bowers had a nice thing. And simply put, I'm cleaning something. And we now. And these guys just piss me off, man. They're trying to kill Jamie off too. They're trying to tell him fucking brainwash. And they're just telling him what to tell me. And they're into the brainwash game. It says, you guys don't realize you can't fight me like that. You guys are looking like a draconian fucking evil fucking force, man. I'm a good guy. Trying to talk you out of fucking suicide. You guys want Halo Man dropping? Someone said he's bluffing. Oh, you can say I'm bluffing, but do they want that to happen? Like, I'm just trying to sell a little bit of dope and trying to get in touch with my friends and stay in touch. And you guys are literally fighting it while watching this, and there's other people watching. I'm just reporting what I'm seeing. And other people have eyes and shit too, and they report by phone. And by like encrypted messages with 120 bits. I go 1920 when I send my secret messages. So that's coded in the middle. So what the fuck are you guys doing out here? And if he's up to something, he's trying to take over the land too, and trying to. And he is. He's fucking insane. He's lost it on draconian telekinetics. He's more scared of the. He's more scared of the Tijuana, Mexico cartel than he's scared of me. But he doesn't want to die. Well, no, who does want? He doesn't want to die, and I would never. And he probably would to protect his interest, and that's him. And I would never. You know that. And these are the Tijuana guys. And they don't do that stuff, and they want him. They want him. And they wouldn't dare because they know the difference. And they would dare do a lot of things, but they know because he leaked it. He leaked it. Probably not which one. And they have fact checking. And I don't know. And it's a dangerous game for Ippy. It's a dangerous game for Ippy because there's no evidence because he's probably done things well. And there's nothing against. And he's back in his office and he's watching this while doing other things. And big fucking deal, Ippy. And you just want to call the cops when I come over there. Well, that's not how organized criminals work. You don't get to call the cops on me. I'm a 35-year-old male. And you don't get to order my dad to come kill me. He's sick of you. He just ignores you altogether. It's not like, what the fuck are you going to do? He called your bluff a long time ago. And he's going to be just, does the odd thing to make sure that somebody doesn't come back and kill me. That's why my phone's calling. And they knew already. They already knew about who. They control all elements of the fucking, and it's just, and it's not something that happens overnight. And it's not, and what they're doing is, it wouldn't even, this is the kind of shit they're trying to do in Mexico. That's why Mexico is under kind of in a war zone, because this white man's fucking evil, and Bryan the dude's a player down there, and he's a fucking big player, and they're on my intellect, but they've gone evil. They use it for evil, and they just call it taking care of business. And some men don't do what they do at all. And they're the smaller chapters, and they're chapters that weren't involved with me. And the chapter involved with me was the camel chapter. They stole my intellect through spying, and I'm trying to reverse that. They're trying to fight me. Oh, they're trying to fight me tooth and nail. And they've flexed on me 7 times with Hitman. And these guys are probably going to take the shot at the Virginia one. They won't come here out of respect to Yee, but and they better know. There's people that'll help. Avenge me. But they don't want me on the fucking phone card. They phone in the car. I'm gonna have to get somebody, but they won't allow me any of my contacts. So they're trying to cut me out of my own action, and they're trying to take over through. They're literally trying to take the government over right now, and the government ain't fucking budging. And this is British Columbia, and just because they have property in their name, do they want the forfeitures to start? I just know what they're doing, and they're just fucking. And if he's a fucking retard on feet, and he is, he's just gone dumb. He's gone dumb on fucking evil, and I seen him there, and it's like nothing's going on, and he's simply trying to take the government over, and he's a fentanyl crisis, he didn't kill any himself, so that's how he probably must fucking, and I didn't either. So nobody kills anybody when they overdose. I've sold it for a year. I never mixed it once. I mixed different kinds from different crews, and I had a nice thing going because I knew which was potent, which wasn't. And Camex is way too fucking potent. He's trying to outdo the Hindus, but if he controls both sides, and they're just killing off people for fun, and they're trying to do it so I'll go and put a patch on or go. I'll be a hangaround finally. They're fucking retarded. That's their way of justifying it, and that'll never happen. And the Red Bridge is gone, and that was somebody in their ranks, and they're just lost the fucking plot. So when I call somebody, they know this phone because they have it ghosted. Because my dad simply better than him killing me, but they already knew about my connection. So that much, and it's a younger male than me, and he's trying to make it. We'd both like to be rich. I mean, who wouldn't? And he's in a perfect spot, and somebody went the other way, and Damien's on somebody else's payroll there, and they're not on the same, and there's two. Well, there's That's the thing. It's a secret fucking pit. It's supposed to be a secret connection, and they won't allow that. But I'm not asking for any backing from the secret connection because I don't need it. And he's with the guys, but they're fucking him around already. But that's iffy. That's iffy fucking them around. And they're just told to do something because everybody's scared of iffy in Vancouver. He's killed fucking hundreds of them. Who knows how many angels he's killed? And he kills anything that moves because he's with the Tijuana cartel, and he's trying to enforce that up here. And so it's not backing. He's a secret supplier, and it's a good thing for him. It's a nice thing, but we've been fucked with already. And he thinks nobody else is watching, and he doesn't care because he's stupid. And it doesn't matter if I go get a job. That's not the point. Because I don't want to fucking work in a kitchen really. I did my time in there, and it's only to get my mother a job if she even wants to work amongst Rohan anymore. Because she may not, and he was rude to her in some way, and he's just that's the bottom line. That's why she quit on him because he did something with her schedule, and I called him and he made some excuse about it because I was mad at him for it. I talked to him politely, and he hasn't called her. He's probably watching this, and maybe he hasn't, but not everybody's found it yet. And if he wants me to go hat in hand to do anything, if he wants this, if he wants that, and it's not his fucking decision at all over there. And simply put, somebody just doesn't want to cross him because he wouldn't be crossing him. That's how if he has it set up. If he's just a fucking idiot, he's a big dummy. He's gone evil, and it's the bottom line. He has. He probably justifies this as he's gonna go into psych ward soon. Chrissy and him probably slept with each other. And he dressed up Montana like a little girl and enjoys her. And Montana doesn't even know that because he uses a different name. And he's right into that kind of stuff. And his wife knows it. His wife's been strong arm pimping fucking young girls up forever. And she's part of it. You two should know that. I know that's mom, but she's not going to be hurt. And nobody can do anything while I'm talking about him. So I care about you two. And she's the lost cause because she's goose and gander. She's trying to protect the man. There are men that don't care about her at all. That simply want him gone for what he's doing. And he doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. He should have her at a hotel and be sitting there by himself. For him, it is wartime. And he knows it. He justifies it because he's got an office nobody goes in. I'm not at war with him. No, I'm not. He's been stealing from me for so long. And he's lost the plot. He's literally losing his mind. He maybe needs a shot of Abilify in a time at 1 South. That'd be funny. I can just see him walking around drooling. And hey, they put me through it. First time, my fault. Hillside and 1 South. And I ran naked through the park of Peterson Creek and hitchhiked via the semis. Because I knew my dad would have heard of this on the CB radio and he would have thought, oh God, I hope it's not him. He probably didn't even think about that. And maybe he's not watching this. And it was just a prank. That was the first time. I saved that for right now. Because they doubled down. They probably figured it was to get away from someone. No, it was because I knew they were all defecting on me. The defective ones. And one of them's dead. But he never defected. He just went to jail and found another team. And they're tall teams now. Or they're gangs. But they're teams in town. That's what they told me. Because that's what Chris told them to tell me. You guys think that your fucking propaganda isn't going to work. And she's not over there right now. She better not be. And Cindy, you're a fucking stupid skank if you go over there. I'm going to find out where you're at. I'm going to punch you out. I don't do that to women. She's told not to go over there. These guys are playing with people. They don't understand. Tijuana's just, and then they probably aren't happy with it because they don't tell him what to do up here. And he's just playing a stupid game. He's trying to bring a cartel land up here. He wants to get shot. And I'm going back to town because they track my phone because of GPS. And there's one in my car. So John Tordoff put that in there in 06, 07, and he just gave the controls to somebody who's going to control my trunk button. And what a fucking clown that John Tordoff is. And if he had any favor anyways, he would have just turned that off. And I can't take it apart. Because it's attached, it's wired in a certain way. If I found it and took it apart, I wouldn't have running on, so I could still drive it. And they fear me more than they fear time. Because time don't fear the tyrants. And And my dad is retired, and he would help out with the dope line. He was that last year. He simply, I had a lock on a bag, and I left it here, and all I had to do was drive it into Valley View, and that was it. He was happy with the extra money from that. Anyway, that was it. My mom got some, and it was good. Now they're playing cartel land up here, because Chris G's a fucking faggot, and he doesn't want to admit it, but he still orders them around. And I don't blame you for it, Chris. All the pressure they put you under trying to make you a cartel. He drives around in the bush and thinks it's his property, and it's not. It's crown land, Chris. You don't own it. Make sure you know that, because when you're sitting in the clink for life or listening to that man, I said you don't have to do what you don't have to do what he says anymore, Chris. You're not under my command. Simply put, you're not. You never were, because you didn't listen back in the day. Barely. You pissed people off. You did the wrong thing, and you simply didn't listen. And you probably didn't ever deserve that in Kelowna, because they only did that as a show of force over the Canadian Armed Forces themselves. And that's why Pat did it, because Pat feels so fucking powerful. Pat's calling a bluff. And they're here, Pat. They're here in force. And somebody in California is not snapping and calling the situation, because this is way above his fucking pay grade. And they're here. And you guys ain't fucking doing what you're doing. You're using Chris. It's a bad fucking thing. Fuck is that? Alarm. Because if he controls the phone, and Dad only did it because he didn't want to see me fucking dead. He figures if he has my best in mind to keep me alive. And if he's a fucking no good, and he's flirting with fucking powers that he sent Chris to Pat, and they don't have a beef, those two. No, they don't. Nomads, this is why Ralph is so pissed off up here, because Nomads is supposed to police Hells Angels, and they don't kill any Hells Angels off in BC at all. That's why the Mafia killed one in White Rock, and it wasn't me that made the call. And I'm sorry to his family, but it doesn't matter if he's pink, blue, or purple. He's wearing the death head, and when they wear the death head, they get possessed. And if he cut out Ralph in the 80s at some point, and if he just sits up here hidden, he's not fucking hidden anymore. Because you can bet your ass somebody's found you other than me. So, and hey, word travels fast. You're on borrowed time, pal. And you want me to fucking be the one to tell you? It's time to fucking stay put. Because you owe money. Or you got cash. And you decided to take care of it all up here. No problem. There's only so many roads going in. And he wouldn't fucking try and cut me out. Essentially my own action. Like if he's just trying to do waiting for me to get killed or die by spider bite. Fucking motherfucker. Motherfucking man. He's a fucking vile fucking human being, that one. He just is. He's just a vile fucking human being. And, yeah, I'm looking for something. And, oh, look what I found. Look what I found. Hey, look what I found. Sorry for anybody that was actually looking for it. I didn't mean to I had to pull it on him, because if he was double down on finding that, then he wanted it for himself. And I'm sorry if anybody actually asked around. I'm sorry if anybody did, because I'm a good liar. And I'm just trying to double. And if he probably didn't double down, he didn't care to give a fuck, or he didn't think about it. He did something. Probably gave someone shit, or he tried to do something that made him look. He's trying to play this. He's trying to spin it as I say it, and there's no spinning it. Me and him are not rivals. I just don't like him. I hate him, and he's got enemies of his own. From the last, I don't know, probably 70, the last 40 years of killing Hells Angels and anything that moves all over the world. And Ralph Archer would have hated his fucking guts too. Guaranteed would have hated him. And but he did something wrong with that bag, and somebody else was looking for it. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for that. But we found out something about it. We did. I don't know what he was trying to do. And, he probably rattled somebody, and looking like he's carrying. He thinks I'm just going back to psych ward. He's trying to have me killed, and he's just anything. And he's trying to look for me to help him out. Hey, well then, get the fuck out of the way of my dope line, you fucking moron. Fuck. I can't even buy a new phone yet. I gotta hustle for it. And fuck. He's just fucking stupid. He's just stupid. He's fucked up or so bad in life, and I might be the only way to get him out of it. And I don't know what the fuck that is. Looks like a fucking spider bite to me. A couple of them. Chris sneaking in here and stabbing me with a fucking needle. I don't fucking know. He better not be, because I don't know when I sleep. That's probably how they got Uncle Johnny, I think. Or a tumor just got him. And they were mulling it over. And there's cameras here, but there's a blind spot. And my dad cares. And he shouldn't be doing that. I haven't died yet. Chris, is that what it is? Have they gone to that yet? They don't want to speak. They know they're in shit, and they know it. My leg's swollen, but they're not dead. Disease warfare, they might have hit me with it. That's a swollen knee, and it just came out of nowhere. I don't fucking know what it is. Could just be a spider bite. I think it's just a spider bite. Swollen though. I just never know with these guys, because he's gone way of evil. He's evil. Like, see, if he's gone, he's not just policing the nomads anymore. Or policing, didn't police any Hells Angels in BC. He simply only killed the ones that were affected his power grab. That's essentially all he did. He was using my smarts the whole time because he was spying on me secretly, and I knew they were doing it in grade 8. Doesn't matter how you shape it up. And only a few know because they have it all recorded. And they sent me to get me on the iPhone when I was telling me. They try to use different tactics to try to call me a little bitch every fucking which way they could. And I stuck up with Hells Angels on that phone call. And Matt Hickson said that's something different. I figured he would have recorded the phone call. Because I said something like, who do you think you're, a fucking Hells Angel? Trying to run me out of town? And he said something like, you little bitch. And I said something like, fuck you, faggot. And he simply was on his own there. That's when I was living on the radio station. And when Nathan tried to run me out of town, Nathan, you gotta go back to Montreal and hang out with Bacon. Jamie, and he was trying to play me all the time. Or is he playing somebody else? He should be thinking about killing Pat. That would be a good power play. That would be the one that would be a smart play. He could too, knows where he's at. And he's not gonna kill Uncle Pat, is he? Is he calling himself Uncle now? Because there's no uncles. There's only the ones that you have. And the ones you have are the ones that are most important. Because I had an uncle named Uncle Johnny. And Pat Haynes thinks he's alive. Pat Haynes got shit kicked by him within an inch of his fucking life, and the mafia left that there. And then the fucking Cliff got beat up by him too, maybe not as bad. But that's why they're weaponized against me. That's all it is. And they're just fucking, they better hope that's not a disease needle. I don't think it is, but it could just be a spider bite. When I sleep, I'm out. And they do this kind of shit, so who knows? The doctors would love to help, but Pat Haynes runs the hospitals apparently. Not any fucking more he does. That fucking guy's got no power. Might have a couple of corrupt doctors working with him, but Big Pharma won't want to hear about it. Me and Big Pharma are good. And if anyone can get to the bottom of his corruption and the fucking... I've been to the hospital a few times when I was poisoned. They wouldn't let me in. They just wouldn't let me in. Pat Haynes said no. And that's because there's blackmail going on. And there's blackmail going on work in the hospitals anymore. And he's a mass murderer. He's ethnically cleansing the First Nations with the help of Manny in California. And that's Mr. Bacon down there. And what do you think? This is good for your PR? You think you're snap calling this? You're a fucking moron, man. he lost the plot down there. And said, I don't need your backing. I don't want it. You want to hide behind me. That's all it is now. You're just one guy in California. You know how many rich people there are in California? It's easy. They've gone stupid. They've just been beaten. They've been beaten strategically, and they can't understand it. Because what I've gone through is I beat fucking death through the poisons they gave me when I didn't know what it was. They just wanted to keep me stupid. And it wouldn't surprise me if they did the fucking disease warfare. They shouldn't have. That's a decision that we made. done it to me. And, I don't think, no. I think they did. Should go to the hospital, but got hands. No. Could just be a spider, but I didn't have one on my. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I gotta go into the. I think I bitten here once. Used to be poison. There's a good doctor. There's a good medical doctor. Medical man. I don't know, they're all good people over there. Except me. That's Chris. She's part of the 40-year-old generation. And they've been attached to their phones the whole time. One thing I don't do much of is talk. Speak on the phone. And I want to stop. And I want to share with you now. Pharmaceutical company, iPad. And I want to share my different kinds. I got a good portfolio. I got a nice, well-rounded portfolio. I'm being myself. I don't have to worry about those back as much as I think. They wouldn't fucking do. Just a jealous one because he's my relative. He never had the nuts to come out here and meet me. Wanted to meet me at a funeral. So I give a business right away. Seems that somebody took a card from somebody she shouldn't have. They by the way, you need to take your 2 cards. Wow. And that's on a snap call from somebody in California. Are you stupid down there? And, are you stupid down there? I don't take my orders from you, pal. And I am winning the battle. I'm still in business. You want to be dead like fucking when I was 5. You knew that'd be a problem. You're 80 something. So you were with Ralph Roger. Ralph Roger's passed, bro. Just because I don't wear the colors doesn't mean people are gonna like you. You're just stupid in the head. You beat women to death, probably. Or near to it. And well, you do what you do. We're already enemies, man. So that makes you weak at the knees because you don't know how many people are watching. You have estimates. Nobody wants to say. Nobody knows. Internet traffic control has been jammed on him. And he thinks he knows. And wait till I get a jammer. Little thing. Press a button and the cell phone signal goes whoop. And those things exist. And a man knows when a man knows has his back. And somebody remembers when that happened. Because somebody knows something about being smart. And somebody knows who maybe did it. Nobody knows nothing. I'm going back to town. Just check on my buddy. I have a feeling that other people else have thoughts and Sydney better not be over there. Sydney's playing with fire. Cindy Lou, you want to go to jail? Because you're playing with fire, Cindy Lou. Better not be over there trying to crack that man out. You are over there. You fucking stupid chick, man. Just sitting there cracking him out of his money. And she's not playing in the same fucking league, man. She's getting help from an Indian who's just a guy up the hill. It was just I'm not blaming anybody in the RCMP. It's not their fault. She's just lost the plot. She thinks she's getting revenge. She thinks he's cool being. I do get it. She's trying to kill him. She thinks he's a pig. She says his hot dresses are okay. You guys don't get to play with those guys, but those games are fucking in BC no more. They're not hot dosing fucking retirement age, man. And killing them off. Nathan got one on the reserve, and that was Ray. And you guys are fucking around. And that was Nathan. I know it was. Selling him fucking dope. They stole my fucking cell phone this summer. And the fuck are you gonna do about it, Nathan? You fucking punk. Your grandpa should drown you and put you away. See, he fucking hot dosed the fucking young man that just retired. Took his whole fucking life away. I know it was him. I don't need proof. Who the fuck is he? The fucking guy that likes hot dogs. Yeah, he just thinks, anybody can go because they're used to hot dosing people. They've been doing this shit for years. And, he can't do nothing to me. He doesn't understand what mafia is. Why do you think nobody can hit a Hell's Angel? That's because of the mafia. And mafia can hit them. So last time my dad on the deck once there, I just said I was in control. I just meant the family's defenses. I meant me and my mom because everybody else knows they were alright. And where's my belt? Cindy Lou, I see you. Cindy Lou, Cindy Lou. Her dad knows she's a bad actor, man. She's just the worst kind of actor. She gets all the sympathy in the world from me, but he's over there trying to crack a man up because he's just going. He thinks she's like his daughter. She better not get over there. She'll sleep with anybody. She's told to. Like, KNG is peasant. You better stop playing the game, man. You guys aren't playing. Pat Haynes. Pat Haynes has lost the plot. He's sitting in the spy room, controlling situations, and she's over there. And they're gonna track my phone in my car, and they're gonna play that game like that. You guys understand what's gonna happen, you know? He's gonna be shot and killed in one house. Pat, you're not that hard to find, buddy. You're not. You really aren't, Pat. Pat, you're caught. Caught red fucking handed. You better tell her to fucking leave right now with your draconian evil. You fucking mutt. Your mom and dad raised you right. You went wrong. You're a fucking mutt for it. All you are. All you are, Pat. You killed off hundreds of fucking people with your fucking overdose. Hundreds, thousands of them across the country. And you're still gonna sit there and play against me like this? I've literally brainwashed you. And I'm a good man. And you're fucking evil for it. Where's my fucking belt? Every reason to be pissed off. And Jamie's out here helping. And he thinks he's playing a big game. And he's not, he doesn't realize the danger he's in. He just doesn't get it. He's not allowed to go back. It's part of a chain of command that's imaginary. Pat Haynes is at the helm of it because he's a fucking retard on feet. You guys shouldn't listen to that man one bit. He get you all fucking shackled to a fucking dungeon underneath the fucking church. Fucking weirdos. Straight up. There's no entertainment from fucking serious fucking talk. You understand what you guys are gonna do with that panel places? Do you understand what you're gonna do, Pat Haynes? You're an evil fucking man. Don't you think you're gonna get mad at me? You don't have any fucking say here, neither does your fucking master. You got fucked in the ass by him. That's why you're a bulk career. That's the only reason you are. Yeah, you're a bulk career. You're still queer, Pat. Oh, Doug. You're gonna just push it all on Doug now. Push it all on Doug. Yeah, what's Doug gonna do? What's he done to me? Except for killing me, of course he could. And you called their Dublin and he was there. You know, he's a real fucking gangster from nobody. That's all you are, Pat. You're a fucking nobody now. I'm not fucking belt that, man. Fucking no people come in here and steal fucking shit. Force my fucking parents to be petty fucking thieves. If he just wants me to say I'm gonna go over there so he can call the cops. And he's a fucking retard on feet, that guy. He's playing a dangerous fucking game. And this ain't the methamphetamine coming out of me. She's leaving. Yeah, you better get her out of there. She wasn't supposed to be there, Pat. You fucking moron. You fucking stupid. He is. He's done stupid on killing. He's a fentanyl crisis fucking engineer. And they're just trying to kill that man. You better not hot dose him, Sydney. You're going straight to fucking jail if you do. Yeah, I know you're there. Get the fuck out of there, Sydney. Leave now. You listen to me now, Sydney, else I'll call you in. And you'll be going away for a hot dose of men before. She's hot dose who knows how many. She's not doing it for King. She's doing it for Pat and fucking Iffy now. They just want to kill him off, so I've got nowhere to hang out in town. They're trying to square up. You guys are fucking stupid. There's a fart right there. That man's dead when I get there. Oh, you fucking guys will pay. I'll make that email out to fucking I won't be to CSIS. It'll be to RCMP, and I'll tell them your whole fucking network. It'll take me 10 fucking days to break it. The fuck are you guys gonna do about it? You guys ain't an organized crime out here. They're into taking over government. So I basically explained it all in here. So if the government ain't listening, they killed that man off over there. I'll write that email. You better get her the fuck out of there, Pat. You've been baited in by a superior player organized crime in every fucking way. You're an inbred fucking idiot that never even got to grade. You're not inbred, but you never got through grade school. So you didn't. None of you guys did. You all went to work on the railway when they didn't need it, when they didn't require it, and then you got big with the Hells Angels. And you were what they call popular at one point. You guys are less than that. You're just not. And you're trying to fucking kill off many people with hot dosing. You guys are caught right in the fucking act. Right in the act of trying to do it. She better fucking leave. She better fucking leave, Pat Haynes. You want to fucking die at gunpoint? I'm serious, Pat Haynes. You want to fucking die? You got a death wish. You are fucking Pat Haynes. You're listening to this. It's live. You ain't the only one, you fucking moron. You're caught in the act trying to hot dose man. She better not fucking do it. She knows better. I warned her. She's treating it like she's a fucking. Tap my fucking phone. These guys are fucking. They're ignorant. They've got neo-Nazi fascist fucking no goods. They're fucking no goods. And she'll leave as soon as I get.